Hey everyone, I'm the Green Knight. Let's play some more Kingdom Come Deliverance. So, during the break, I just went around and sold my extra goods and got a little bit of money. Got some repair kits. So I have an armorer's kit, tailor's kit, a cobbler's kit. I think I'm good on everything. Probably. And I rearmed myself. I bought some arrows. And we are good to go. We're going to do a quest for the bailiff. He's up here in this little bailiff tower. And somehow we ate too much food, so I got a debuff on, but we should be okay.
Good day to you.
Is there anything I can help
You
with?
look like you've got a lot on your plate, Master Bailiff. Is work keeping you busy?
Busy? I've had so many visitors, I wouldn't wonder if the door fell off its hinges.
What's going on?
I've been given the task of putting some of the Scarlet's refugees to work. It's not that there's a shortage of jobs, the problem's sharing them out fairly.
I understand. Everyone has mouths to feed.
The worst part is they won't tell you who really needs a job the most, but you might be able to help, Henry.
How?
They're like to be more honest with you, so you can find out who's in the most need. And you can decide for yourself who'll do what. Will you help?
If you need help, I'll do whatever I can.
You're a godsend. I'm sure it won't take too long. You know how the refugees are getting on, don't you? But ask around if you need to find out more.
What kind of work are we talking about?
Well, old Hagen is looking for a cook, and we need 5 carriers.
A cook and 5 water carriers. That sounds simple enough. Is there a problem?
A little. We need 3 water carriers, but the other 2 will have to carry, begging your pardon, shit. Or as the Pope would say, excrement.
Is there anyone who can tell me more about it?
Yes, the merchant Conrad Hagen is the one looking for a cook, so you can talk to him. And young Alex will know which of the Scarlet's folk are best suited to the job.
How come that's such a cause for concern?
For one thing, they're afraid of me, and I can't get a straight answer out of any of them. So how the hell am I supposed to make the right choice?
Oh, they're desperate. You can't blame them.
I don't, but I might end up picking some good-for-nothing who'll just booze his wages away.
Can you tell me anything more about the cook?
You'll have to ask Hagen yourself. I couldn't get a straightforward answer out of him. Maybe he's changed his mind.
What do I need to know about the water carriers?
We need 3. Right now, some of the burgers' hands are doing the job.
And they need to go all the way down to the river for water.
Of course, where else would they get it? Gallows Hill? It's not an easy job, but someone has to do it.
What can you tell me about the other carriers?
It's dirty, but it's a job that needs to be done. There'll be more than enough work for them. Some places are overflowing.
Overflowing.
Disgusting.
Excellent.
Why would anyone want the job?
If all else fails, I'll pay 2 groschen for every 1 I pay the water carriers. That might convince someone.
Okay. Sounds
That's
good.
all I need to know.
Good luck, then. Good luck to you.
Alright, this will get us in good with the bailiff, hopefully. Once we sort this out. Let's go talk to the merchant. And I think the merchant is over here. Let's go into our quest log and just highlight just the merchant quest. Right? Okay.
Good health to you.
The bailiff sent me. He said you're looking for a cook.
That's right. I'm searching for a good cook, but I've said all that to our esteemed bailiff.
Well, I offered the bailiff my help because I know the Skalitz folk.
Ah, I see. Well, ask away then.
Do you have any particular requirements for the new cook?
Well, it would be an advantage if she knew how to cook.
Well,
A
yes,
cook
but the
that
bailiff said you
knew
have
how
other
to cook.
conditions.
Well, I want a woman who's capable of looking after the house when I'm away on business.
Young? Nimble?
What for? I want her to impress people with her food, not her face.
I understand. Sorry. I also heard there are vacant carrier jobs.
Yes, yes. I'm surprised it hasn't occurred to anyone sooner. It will certainly benefit the city if the burghers don't have to send their own servants.
It will benefit my people as well.
Of course, it goes without saying.
I also heard that you need workers to carry, to empty latrines.
It's not dignified to talk of such manners. That's not a concern for decent people.
But I need to know...
Enough. I won't have such talk in my home.
Jeez, please. Dude, you want somebody to carry your crap, but you don't want to talk about somebody carrying your crap. Okay. So let's go talk to this other guy who's over here someplace, I think. Must be this guy here. Alex?
God be with you.
I'd like to ask about our former neighbours. There are jobs here for some of them, and I have to pick people.
The bailiff told me about it. He still wants our people to do the knacker's job?
What of it? It will benefit everyone.
Not everyone. There's not enough work for everyone, and no one wants to do the knacker's job.
But having a job could save someone's life.
Water carrying, maybe. But if they have to do a job that's not fit for a decent person, only for the knacker or the executioner's servant?
So you think there's no point in it? That it's better to beg than have a job, even if it is hauling shit?
You forget that that's a job for the knacker's hired hand, not for displaced people. When we return to Skalitz, they'll never be able to rid themselves of the stink.
So, do you know who's most in need of some coin and is fit for hard work?
Everyone's in need of coin, but not everyone is fit for such work.
But who should I talk to then? Where will I find them?
I'll talk to them myself and send them to meet you in front of the Rathaus, so they'll all be in one place. It'll take me a while, though.
I'm also looking for a cook. Do you know of a good cook who's looking for work?
Well, there's Agnes. I've heard she can cook better than anyone. Only...
Well, what's the problem? Did something happen to her?
No, it's just that I haven't seen her around here for ages. I believe she's cooking for the local parish priest and living at the presbytery. So I don't think she's in need of work.
Thanks. I'll go. How are you coping?
As well as we can, Henry. You can be glad Sir Radzig took you into his service. I hear you even go hunting with Lord Capon.
I have.
I've been once. And I don't think it'll be happening again anytime soon.
Ah, it's a shame. Because I was going to ask a favor of you. I'm sure you know there's a lot of hungry mouths here, so I thought you might be able to help.
You mean you want me to bring you game from the woods? Are you mad? That's poaching.
No, that's not what I meant. It's the townspeople here who have a taste for game. They want to live like the nobility, see? A few of the burghers have been to see me already, to ask if we'd try our luck in the woods. They promised us supplies in exchange. Flour, lard, eggs, and the like. But we can't afford to take the risk of poaching. We're barely tolerated as it is. If one of ours got caught in the woods, they'd hang him from the nearest tree. But I was thinking, you're in Sir Radzig's garrison, and you go hunting with Sir Hans. You could help us.
Well, I got away with brawling with Lord Capon, so I don't suppose they'll string me up for a few hares.
Great, Henry. I really appreciate it. The local tailor was asking me about getting some hares to put on a feast for a visiting merchant.
All right, I'll bring you something.
Thank you. You'll be saving us from starvation. Farewell.
All right. Well, that's a side quest. We'll do that one later. I think Agnes is here.
Rest in peace. Amen.
Are you Agnes, who works at St. James?
God, look at the echo.
Or I did, before those devils rolled in and burnt down Skalitz. Why'd you ask?
I'm looking for a good cook and housekeeper. and everyone I asked sent me to you.
Oh, I've been blessed by God.
So it seems. Anyway, the local merchant wants someone who can cook food fit for nobility and take care of his household.
Well, Father Francis was very fond of good food, but I can't just go serve someone else.
Merchant Hagen isn't just anybody.
I've heard of him, that he's a good Catholic.
Really? Well, yeah, sure he is.
Yeah, I'm sure he's a good Catholic.
People still talk about the lovely service he arranged for his wife's funeral.
So you wouldn't mind being his housekeeper?
Well, I don't know. What will Father Francis do?
Where's Father Francis now?
I don't know. The last time I saw him, he was going to confession in Sasau. But that was before all these terrible things happened. I've heard no word of him since then.
Does he go to Sasau often? Where does he stay when he's there?
Not so often. About once a month. He always used to stay in the inn near the monastery, so he wouldn't have far to go.
I'll ask around about what happened to Father Francis. I'll let you know.
May the Lord watch over you.
Okay, so I have to find the old priest. Alright, let's just check our quest real quick. See what we gotta do exactly. We're gonna turn this one off. Here. Okay, I have to wait until he gets the people together. I think I have to go look for Father Francis. I think that's like the main thing I gotta do. And that's way the heck over here, but we have a horse. Where's Pebbles? Pebbles. Pebbles. There you are, Pebbles.
For the love of God, I've come from Scallis, and all I ask of you is a crust of bread, a groschen, whatever you can spare.
Fresh from the oven. Come
I might be able to spare something. Can I give you something? Do you want a
Maybe I
job?
could get you some work, if you know how to cook food for nobles.
And where would I learn that? In Skalitz? If it's gruel with lard you're after, fine. But that ain't really fair for a lord.
No, I reckon not. Well, it's not a job for you then.
So why waste my time talking about it? Come back when you've something worthwhile to tell me. Goodbye.
Okay, I guess you don't want the job. Let's go. I thought I might be able to give her some coin, but I guess not. Okay. So we do have to ride over there. I have to cross the bridge. Hopefully we can make it there before nightfall. I might have to spend the night there, that's possible. In any case, it'll be a nice ride over there, I think. And this will get us good in with the bailiff. And we should be okay as far as things go with the main storyline. Like I said, it'll probably wait a week before you'll mess it up. And maybe you can't even mess this one up at all, quite honestly. Let's check the map here. Where do we have to go? I think we have to go north.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to let the horse rest a little bit.
Yeah.
Farms. My horsemanship went up. Excellent. Gotta rest again, the horse. Should be okay. And did we pick up the point? Yeah, we did. So we can get back here. Fast travel here. And you can stop and talk to these guys, but I don't really have an interest in doing so. And there's a guy just hanging there from the roadside. Excellent. I always like to see that. That means there's law and order around here. Okay. Or not. Law and order. Which way are we going here? Let's check the map. I think we want to go this way. That's this way. Such a beautiful game. And that over there is the monastery. Way over there. And the inn is in this area here. Someplace. Monastery. And the main town is this direction here. But we want to go to the inn. I think. Let's look at our map. It says down here. Find the Father Francis down here. It looks like we did open up the fast travel points anyways, so that is good. Let's go see if we can't find the father. And there should be a fast travel point here also. Is he inside the church? Probably. I'll just ride through the graveyard here. It'll be cool. They don't mind. Alright, I will get off my horse to go inside the church, though. I think you could probably ride your horse into the church. Just not good manners, I think.
Father, when do you plan to return to St. James?
I beg your pardon. Why do you ask, my boy?
Your housekeeper, Agnes, is in Rattay and doesn't want to work for anyone else. She's waiting for your return.
So she survived. Thank the Lord. I prayed for her and all who suffered, but I'm not going back. Tell her I appreciate her concern, but to look out for herself now. God be with you.
Okay. You had a couple of things.
Father, I need your help urgently.
You? I recognize you. You're the Scarlet's blacksmith's son.
Yes, that I am.
I'm sorry. What did you want?
It may sound strange, but I need you to go back to St. James. The locals need their spiritual shepherd.
No, certainly not, my boy. That's one place I shan't be going back to.
Don't you feel any shame? Think of all those Christians who faced death and never betrayed their faith.
That's something else entirely.
No, it's not. They weren't afraid to face death, and you're squirming at the thought of some slight danger.
Haven't you seen how they ransacked the place? Does that seem slight to you? Well, not to me.
The Cumans are gone, but the townsfolk won't come back. And why should they, when the man who ought to set an example the one they look up to, is shitting himself.
I am ashamed. More than you can imagine, but not quite enough to get myself killed for it. I'm a man of the cloth, not a man at arms. So, I shall politely decline your offer.
Okay, well, this is a side quest. I think I'm gonna let that go for right now, at least. We'll get back out here. We can go talk to Agnes again. And we should be able to just fast travel now back. We don't have to ride it this time. You tend to get lots of bandits in this area here. But we didn't get any today, so that's good. And we're coming up on nighttime. We might have to spend the night and come back to it. Do they have the people here yet? No, the people are not here yet. They show up in the morning. Alright. Looking for Agnes. Where'd she go? Where did she go? She back here? She might be sleeping. Where's she at? Is she in the house? Yep. Oh, it says I'm trespassing.
I asked around in Sasau. Father Francis is doing well in Sasau. He has no plans to return to St. James anytime soon.
You talked to him? How is he doing? Doesn't he need his cassock fixed? He's always tearing it. There isn't a pew or a step he hasn't tripped over at one time or another.
As I said, he's doing just fine.
Take care.
Okay, so I guess I'm good there. Does it give me another quest?
Don't leave a poor woman to starve. Sigismund took everything I had, the godless beast. Have some compassion.
Interview those waiting, but that happens in the morning. So let's just come back here and take a night's rest, and we'll come back there in the morning and finish this up. I could wash. Seems good. And I'm still full, so I think I can just say sleep the night. And probably I want to wait until at least 7. They probably won't be there till around 8. Because they're all lazy bums. They don't get up early. Yeah, at least we're under 100 nourishment now, so we're not stuffed. Okay. Back on Pebbles. Sunrise again. Ow, I ran you over on my horse. Too bad. Oh, right here. Okay. I might have to wait for him now. So we'll wait an hour. See if they show up. Might have to wait all the way until like 9:30 or something crazy like that. I shouldn't hire any of these bums. They're so late. Oh, wait a minute. They might be here. Here we go. Pikmin.
Good day to you. What do you need?
You hear about the water carrying?
Aye. I can haul water all day long.
So, do you want the job? There's plenty of other folk that will take it if you don't.
I do. I want it. What do I have to do?
Hey, am I invisible or what?
So you're keen on carrying water?
I've been keen on it since I got up this morning.
And you had another job before this morning, or what?
No. I was just joking.
So tell me, what was your trade before?
I was a miner, then a farm laborer, then I was a servant, then I fled from Skullets and ended up here.
Quite the factotum, aren't you? Was none of those jobs good enough for you?
I liked them all, but they were always sending me to do something else. Pickman, they'd say. Leave this and go and do that.
Pikmin? That's your name?
Actually, my real name's Vassal, but they call me Pickman.
Is that German?
No. It's from when I was in the mines, digging with a pick.
Besides water, you could carry, you could empty latrines.
What? Carry shit? That'd be a new one for me. Though, it's not a thing I'd go around boasting about.
How are you holding up, anyway?
What can I tell you? I've seen better days for sure.
Hey, am I invisible or what?
What happened with the bailiff? He couldn't get a word out of anybody.
That peacock, what was strutting up and down and shouting at everyone? He told me he'd no time to listen to a buffoon like me. So I shut my mouth.
Okay, so I think we can get him to carry the dung.
That's enough for now.
I'm not going to ask them for bribes.
So we're agreed then? When do I start working?
Look, the bailiff is the one who'll decide after I report back to him.
So I might not get the job? I'll be in the shit if I don't. Understand? God be with you.
Going to pretend I'm not here?
No, here, I'll talk to you.
What do you want?
I want to work. And I heard you're the one in charge of giving out jobs, not the bailiff.
It's true. Do you know how to cook? If you know how to make food for nobles, then I might have something for you.
Where would I learn to cook food for nobles? I want to carry water.
But Alex has already picked people who want to carry water.
He didn't ask me, though. So I came here myself.
Be that as it may, I already have the people I need to carry water. And anyway, it's no job for a woman.
I'm strong enough to knock you on your arse, you pup. Take care.
Okay. Who is that? I'm probably going to have her carry water.
Fresh vegetables. Look, smell. Aren't they
Okay.
lovely?
Good day to you. What do you need?
You're one of the people interested in work?
Well, Alex told me that I'm supposed to ask about a job carrying water.
That's right. But first, I'll ask you a few questions. You are...
Peter. But everyone calls me Rock. There was more than enough Peters in the mines, and not just in the mines. So...
At the mines? So you're a miner?
That's right. I worked in the East Shaft, and I hope I'll be working there again. Now that I think of it, have you heard anything from their lordships? When will they open the mines again?
I don't know and don't care. I'm not here because of that.
I suppose not.
How badly do you want to carry water?
Well, right now there doesn't seem to be much work around for miners. And at least I can earn a few groschen.
It's not easy work, though. It's a long way to carry water.
Do you think it was easier in the mines? Digging through rock on your knees all day for months on end?
There's one more option. Carrying shit.
What? For the knacker?
It's a job.
But what would people say? I need money badly, but I couldn't go back to mining after that.
But it will be twice the pay.
The
Twice
money
the
would
pay.
help, true enough. But what about afterwards? I don't want to be carrying shit all my life.
Stay firm all winter. Buy 'em before someone else does.
No, it won't come to that. Sir Radzig will surely take care of things when he returns home. He won't forget the sacrifice you make.
I'm glad to hear that. If that's how it is, I'll even carry shit.
Okay, now I got my second guy for the dung.
How are you holding up?
You mean this here? Well, I've got feeling back in my arm again.
What happened to it, anyway?
That time in Skalitz. I was knocked down by a horse, but it's better now.
Vegetables, fruit, apples.
Look, I can see by the way your arm is hanging it's not healed. You can't carry water like that.
Well, come on. I owe money to the Sawbones and I need the work to pay for it. I'll give you anything you want.
Well, I could find something that will help you.
Anything.
Here you go. This will help it heal better.
Thank you so much.
I think I had one of those light healing potions on me.
Oh, nothing. We Skalitz folk have to help each other out.
Thank you. Thank you, thank you.
The bailiff said he couldn't get a word out of you.
Well, he's not the most popular man around here, after everything that's happened. You can't blame us.
Well, maybe, but if you lot had just talked to him, I wouldn't have to run around dealing with this, and you'd all have a few groschen by now.
You might be right, but there's no point crying over spilt milk.
Okay,
That's
good.
enough for now.
I'm not going to ask him for a bribe.
Good luck then.
Good day to you. What do you need?
You're interested in carrying water?
I am. It's about time something good came to decent folk.
I agree. Now, I'll ask you a few questions.
What? But I want the work and I deserve it. Keep your questions for good-for-nothings.
What makes you so deserving? How did you make a living before this?
I was the owner of a mine. Well, I had a lease on it. But in our line of work, it amounts to the same thing.
The chief, eh? Have you ever hauled a bucket of ore up a hill?
There's no hill in a mine. Just a shaft with a winch.
It's hard work carrying water.
So is taking care of a mine.
It's not quite the same thing, is it? You need brawn to carry water, not brains.
I wasn't born a mine owner, you know. I've done my share of hauling.
Okay. I'm not going to ask you to do latrines.
How are you holding up in Ratai?
Not too well. I've tried offering my administrative abilities at the rat house, but the bailiff treats me like a peasant.
He's not an easy man to deal with, true enough. But if you show him what you're capable of...
Well, if he gives you a chance to show him...
Okay,
That's
probably
enough for
going
now.
to give him a watering carrying job. That seems fine to me.
Garlic, onions, mushrooms, and asparagus.
God be with you, good sir.
You're here about the water carrying?
I am. Where do I get some pails?
Hold your horses. We haven't decided yet who gets the job. I have to ask you a few things first.
What for? I can handle the job. But ask away.
What trade did you do before?
I worked in the mines, at the winch. You've heard of Tonda the winch, right? Strong as a bull.
Ah, the name sounds familiar. You were one of the new miners, weren't you?
I was. I came last autumn. The winter was mild enough to work the mines, and I showed everyone I was a hard worker. So did I get the job?
We're not finished yet. Are you here because you want to carry water?
Well, I'd rather be back at the winch. Turning it so fast I'd make everyone's head spin. But now I want to carry water at least, since there's some money in it.
And how are you holding up?
Not very well, I'll tell you that. I help out with something every once in a while and get some money for it. But it's not enough. Especially when the dice don't fall in my favor.
Sure. And have you tried looking for other work?
What for? They'll get the mines running again, and I'll have a real man's job.
And what about soldiering? That's real man's work, isn't it?
It is, and I'd be good at it. When I land a punch, you'd think you were kicked by a horse, which I once showed to a soldier I fell out with over a game of dice. Only, I'm too smart for soldiering.
No doubt.
Yeah, no doubt you're too smart for soldiering. Okay. I'm not liking this guy.
I know everything I need.
So, can I go carry water then?
Not yet. I'll tell the bailiff and he'll choose.
Well, I hope he chooses me. Otherwise, I might be very angry.
If you think I'm afraid of you, you're mistaken.
We'll see. God be with you.
Yeah, I don't think I want to hire him. He kind of upsets me.
Do you want something?
I'd like to ask a favor of you, Hal.
Of course. What is it?
I heard you're picking people to carry water. No one needs the job more than Antonia.
Adam never mentioned any Antonia.
I'm not surprised. But Antonia really needs that job.
And what's wrong with her husband?
He was cut down in the raid, and he's not getting any better. And Antonia has no money for treatment.
Do you think she'll be able to handle carrying those buckets? It's quite far, and up that hill.
She's no princess. She's tough enough.
All right. I'll bear it in mind.
Bear it in mind? What does that mean?
It means I'll think about it. The bailiff has the last word.
Well, if he's got something against giving the job to a woman, then try and get Vincent in at least. He might not have anyone on their deathbed, but his mother has no one else.
So I could probably get both of those two in. Dude, chill out. Where's Vincent at? Is this Vincent?
Good day to you. What do you need?
Are you here on account of the water carrying?
Yes, I am. My name is Vincent.
Nice to meet you. I'll ask a few questions and we'll see. All right?
Fine. Ask away.
What did you do before this?
I work for my father.
Doing what? Who's your father, anyway?
He was Moimir. We had a farm near Scarlet's.
Really? His farmhands came to the tavern a lot, but I never saw you there.
I don't go to taverns.
So you're probably here about carrying water, right?
I want to carry water.
That's all? You've nothing more to add?
That's what's needed, ain't it?
How are you holding up?
Well, I'm alive. But I miss my father. And the farm, too. But Ma says there's no use dwelling on it. Life must go on.
Okay.
That's enough for now.
So water carriers are done. The cook's done. Everybody's done. Let's go. We are good to go. Dude, I want to talk to you. I want
What is it?
Talk to you. Talk to you.
Jesus Christ be praised.
I know everything I need to know to pick the carriers.
Splendid. I'll be glad to get this damn business off my back. So how have you decided?
So, how do we do this? Do I just give you their names, or should I send for them?
Just tell me their names and whether they should carry water or something else. Don't worry, I'll send for them.
Okay.
Peter, better known as Rock.
Peter? Rock? Didn't he get into a fight and injure his arm? Well, what should he do?
Carrying shit.
Good. One person for this job. Next.
Vincent, Moimir's son.
Vincent? Never heard of him. What do you think he should do?
To carry water.
So we have one person to carry water. Who's next?
Cornelius.
Ah, Cornelius. I had him here once looking for a job. Where do you want to put him? I'd like to see him with buckets of shit.
To carry water.
So we have one person to carry water. Who's next?
Vasil. Goes by the moniker of Pickman.
Pickman. I hope he doesn't have a history of pickpocketing.
No. They call him Pickman because he worked in the silver mines, and he was very keen with the pick. So much so, he managed to chop off 2 of his fingers.
Well, he can't do too much damage with a bucket, I suppose. Where do you want to put him?
Carrying shit.
Good. One person for this job. Next?
Antonia.
What? A woman?
Yeah, is that a problem? You never said it had to be only men.
I didn't, but I kind of assumed it would be clear. It's a long walk with a heavy load, man's work.
She can handle the job, have no fear.
Let's hope so. You'll have to answer to me if she can't. Where do we put her then?
To carry water.
So we have one person to carry water. Who's next?
That's it.
Good. All decided. Now about the cook's job.
I chose a cook as well. Should I tell you or go to Hagen?
Tell me who you chose and I'll take care of it.
I chose old Agnes for the cook's job. I had a job convincing her, but it was worth it. She's the best cook around.
Glad to hear it. I'll have to drop in on Hagen for lunch sometime.
All right, we are done. Go back to the bailiff and tell him your choices. And thanks so much for watching. I'm glad you, hope you enjoyed the video. This was a fun one. I liked that the whole picking up jobs things was good, and it feels good to get them jobs. Any case, I'll talk to you next time. Bye.